Yo, we back again for another episode of the Trapcast Dope TV Podcast, G, where we recap, review, and recommend some of the best TV show and movies about dope. Woohoo! That drug game is, G. We just got finished with the season finale of Snowfall. People want to watch that, we'll post that. Yo, it was crazy, G. And, I just got through started watching Scarface. That's on Netflix right now. Speaking of Snowfall, Cuba, Scarface, all that shit go together. You know how it go.
True.
But today we are here to talk about something a little bit different. The people may not realize we do movies too.
Of course.
We have a ton of movie episodes and documentaries, things of that nature. And this time we are doing a documentary, White Boy, G.
Yes, sir.
Just to let the people know who we are, I'm your boy, Ferg Moving Weight.
And I'm your boy, G the GOAT.
Yo, G, so we decided to cover this, you know what I mean? Yeah. Some people may have seen the movie.
Yeah, I saw the movie myself.
Yeah, White Boy Rick, starring McConaughey. Matt McConaughey is in the movie. And I forgot who the other white boy
I know, right? It's like, who?
Who was the other white boy? We just know Matt, y'all. Matt is the star. I don't care. Matt plays his father in the movie.
Yeah.
And his father is an interesting cat. So we're going to get to this joint, man. So this movie, G, or this documentary is kind of set in like the mid 80s. Kind of starts out, you know what I mean? And we know what's in the mid 80s from coming from Snowfall.
Crack.
That crack era shit.
Yeah.
And now what's interesting about this, they kind of talk about like crack being pretty rampant. And so it started like in most areas in the United States, heroin was king.
Yeah.
Beforehand, heroin is king. And then in Detroit, 84 is when crack started to run rampant. Now, it's one of the earlier cities. Detroit's one of the earlier cities that had crack. First, it was Cali. And the reason why this is so, like, this documentary is so pinpoint is because if you go back and listen to Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, who some of the ideas of Snowfall comes from, his life, he talked about there was a point where he couldn't sell all the coke that his distributor was giving him. Yeah. Now his distributor is also a CIA operative, so the CIA is pushing the coke into Cali. So that's why he's getting so much coke. He couldn't sell it all. Yeah. So he had to expand, and one of the first places he expanded to, Detroit.
The D.
Yep. 1984. Like in New York, 85 is when it really started popping.
So probably about a year later.
A year later it started. Like it was in Detroit in 84 first. Like he went to Detroit first, and then they expanded out to kind of the New York area. So people don't know, like the Chamber Brothers, which they showed. I don't know if you saw that video where they got all the money and they counting the money and shit.
Yeah.
What did you think about that little point?
Like, what the fuck they doing, man? Why they I say they would have been big and goddamn in society today on social media.
Yeah.
Gosh, dog.
Yeah.
They would have went viral.
They would have went super viral off of that, and then the cops would have been on their ass.
Oh yeah, they know would have been.
Yeah, they would have kicked in their door only if they had. People don't understand, like when you post shit on social media, like drugs, guns, and money and shit like that on social media, they technically can't arrest you for that unless they have probable cause by finding evidence in other ways. Because, like, for instance, we got here, that's fake weed, right? That's a fake, like, it's actually a dessert, right? It has no weed, THC, or anything. It's like made of marshmallows or something like that, right? So you could be on social media with fake stuff, and so you can't be arrested for that. Exactly. But if they do an investigation, that does allow probable cause to do an investigation. If they do an investigation and they find additional stuff, they can then get a warrant, bust down your house, then use that social media shit in a trial against you.
Yeah, because I do hear sometimes, like, some rappers, little time rappers, they make a video, then they like to say, oh, it was a prop, it wasn't even real.
Yeah.
Then they be like, nah, nigga, it's real. Here it go right here.
That's why you can get away with shows like those like crime shows, or like Though HBO used to do a lot of like drug, like black tar heroin shit. They showing people shooting up heroin, buying heroin, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that, but if they, unless they do another investigation on you and find some real evidence themselves, they can't arrest you. So the Chamber brothers, yo, you heard what they talked about. What we gonna do with these dollar bills?
Yeah, give it to the poor.
Let's give it to the poor. I forgot how much it was.
He said 150,000.
150,000 of just dollar bills, and these fools said, "Well, you say, what would she do with these dollar bills, man? I think we should give them to the poor."
That's real, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, so the Chamber brothers was one of the early guys in Detroit that was big. If you ever watched the movie New Jack City, when they take over the Carter building, that was actually based on what the Chambers brothers did. They took over a building in Detroit.
Really?
Yeah, and sold crack out of that motherfucker.
Damn.
So that's where like the idea for that whole thing came from, was like the Chamber brothers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that was an interesting thing. But at the time, one of the biggest drug dealers on the east side of Detroit, there was the Curry brothers, right? And there was some real interesting shit about the Curry brothers, G. Do you remember like kind of like that idea, like the thoughts around like the mayor? One thing the mayor was
somewhat what I guess they was kin.
They weren't.
Yeah. Well, I'm not blood kin, but you know.
Yeah, they were in-laws.
They were in-laws.
Yeah,
that's
so
crazy.
the mayor's niece was married to the biggest drug dealer on the east side of Detroit, one of the biggest drug dealers in Detroit, period. She started dating him at first. She was kind of with the life. Like I think she was looking for that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like like a preacher daughter always wanting the bad guy. You right. Something like that.
Yeah, you right. I think the man was Coleman Young. I think that was Coleman Young. But yeah, so Coleman. Yeah, he had, so his niece was just really into the life. She was doing coke, and many people were. She was fine though.
Yeah, she was
80s
right.
fine. Like she was 80s. Like if you're talking about in the 80s, she was fine in the 80s. Like yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think she definitely had that.
I think she was decent. She was good.
Nah, she was like a 7 at least.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. She was,
that's a little bit beyond decent.
I thought you were talking about like 10.
Oh nah, I wouldn't give her a 10. I would give her a 10. But I think if you thinking about 80s, like if she's done up, if you give her the done up look like they be on Instagram now, you would probably be giving her a high number. But right now we looking in the lens of the Instagram world.
I look. Hey, let me tell you, fine is fine. I don't care how you dress it up.
But some people can dress it up. Look, you can make Oprah Winfrey's face is like a 2. You can make her, but you with the makeup, you can make her look like a fucking 5. Like you look at you know what, you want to know what Oprah Winfrey look like? Look at Oprah Winfrey in Color Purple.
She was so beautiful.
Yeah, okay. But here nor there, she was like the trophy in the city. Like you date her, you was dating a celebrity. That was like dating Beyonce in Detroit, you know what I mean? So Curry, he had the money, he had the flash, you know what I mean? And that's what he was doing. He was like, he was giving Coleman's niece the pipe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So now let's kind of get into White Boy Rick, is what he was called on the street.
White Boy Rick.
So before they tell us up front, old boy was doing 28 years. 28 years.
28.
Non-violent offense crime.
That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, boy.
That's so fucked up. Man, the system is fucked up. Murderers getting out before that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's real crazy. Like, and during that time in the 80s, Reagan and his wife had this, bout against crack cocaine at the time.
Say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs.
Just say no.
All that shit. Say no to drugs. All that shit was in the game at the time. They ended up going with the whole crime. So this was the law back then that they came up with. 650 grams of cocaine got you life in prison.
That is asinine. What the fuck, man?
650 grams.
That is so racist.
Yeah, 650 grams of cocaine got you life. And crack cocaine got you more than that. So powder cocaine was less of a charge than crack cocaine, but it's like the same amount of cocaine. That is super racist, right? Because you're trying to, and you were only really targeting the black community at the time.
I know, that's all where they've been at.
Yeah, and so if you think about it, Tim Allen. Anybody know Tim Allen, the actor who was in Home Improvement, all that shit? He went to jail for that. He had over like 650, and he was getting life in prison. I think he snitched, and that's how he got a shorter sentence.
Oh, really? Right.
In the 70s, I think maybe late 70s, he had, I forgot how much coke he had, but he was distributing cocaine. Ooh. He was doing serious weight. And people don't know that. He went to jail.
I didn't know
that. He went to jail. I think he snitched. So he was serving a life sentence. Snitched, got out early.
God damn.
Now he's an actor and y'all on family shows and shit like that.
Yeah.
So White Boy Rick kind of gets in the game. So his father is an arms dealer, really. Like, he sell guns and shit, too.
Yeah, inventor/arm dealer.
Yeah. Like, oh, his daughter was like, yeah, he was a genius. He had all these blueprints and shit. You remember what Curry said you can get from? He said you can get anything from that nigga.
Yeah. Grenades.
He said you can get grenades. I was like, dang, bro.
Damn.
Like, what the fuck y'all doing?
Shit up.
The crack era was ridiculous, my nigga.
Yeah.
He's like, you could get grenades? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, y'all out here wilding.
I know, man.
Crack era was like the jungle. It was like war, bro.
God, just think you had to grow up during that time, bro.
Nigga was out here buying grenade launchers and shit. Like, what are you about to do with a grenade launcher?
Really? Do you really need a grenade launcher?
Nobody ain't got no tanks. Like,
Jesus.
Yeah. So his pops is an arms dealer, but his pops was playing both sides, right, G?
Yeah.
He was playing like he would sell guns to like the Currys. Then he was rocking with the federal government.
I know.
Right?
Then tell the federal government he sold them guns. That's like, this nigga,
a true white dude.
Yeah, making money from both of them
on both ends, man.
Yeah.
And his real intel for at least understanding who these individuals was his son. His son frequently went with him to like gun shows and shit. He was very smart at how to sell these guns. Like, he was well known for that shit. Eventually, the federal government says, hey, 14-year-old white boy Rick, help us get these motherfucking drug dealers. Tell us who they are.
Oh, that is...
What'd you think of that shit?
Man, I was like, damn, 14. How y'all gonna put a 14-year-old in a situation like that? You know what I mean?
Come on, bro.
Nigga gotta skip school to sell drugs. He can't even go to school correctly. You know what I mean?
And they don't care.
No, they don't give one flying lick as long as they put somebody behind bars.
That is all the government cares about. That's all the justice system is worth. It's like, yo, we about to put motherfuckers in bars, and that's it.
Yeah, man.
What else matters, G?
What else matters?
Nothing to them.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And so he's like, yo, I gotta go to school tomorrow. I was like, nah, man, you gotta go to this club for us at 3 a.m.
Okay.
And you
underage kid gotta go to the club and point out these niggas.
Exactly. And so, you know, their targets are really on the Curry brothers at the time. And they were using white boy Rick now. You know what I mean? Both his fathers and him are federal agents, and he started at 14 as a federal agent. So he starts to try to kind of hang out with the Currys and stuff like that. Yeah. The Currys making crazy money. The Currys making $2 million a month.
Insane.
They said I think the government said they at least pumped out $200 million. You know what I mean? Which is probably twice as much as that. If they, for real, probably twice as much.
Probably, yeah.
Craziness, G.
Definitely.
Craziness.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
like,
that's just on what? On their side of town.
Yeah, exactly.
God, bro.
It was so much money in crack. Franklin told us, got more money than God. Oh shit! Everybody had more money than God. Like, it was a lot of it. I mean, it was a lot of. It became a huge thing.
Yeah. Like,
it was the biggest thing since heroin. Every documentary you hear is like, man, but when that crack hit, things changed. Like, it was, and it was like hand over fist money, because in the beginning, cops couldn't arrest on it because it would never come up as cocaine. It would just come up as baking soda.
Yeah.
It was essentially not illegal. The only person you had going against you at the time was the nigga who wanted your corner. So it was just free money at the time. So the Curry brothers, they kind of took White Boy Rick under their wing.
Yeah, they let him follow him around and whatnot. Learn a little bit.
Little bit. He said, nobody would fuck with him because he was a part of their crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And real interesting. White Boy Rick is living the life. Eventually, federal agents stop calling.
Yeah, I know, right? One day they didn't even tell him nothing. Just stop calling. Period. Like, I guess we broke up. Then I guess they don't fuck with him.
Yep, exactly. So what does he have to do after that, G? What do you think?
He got back in the game.
Get in the game, man.
Start selling dope.
Start selling for real. I'm already doing this. I already know what the game is about. I done been in the whole shit.
He know the people. He know. So he good to go.
He good to go. He said he fell in love with the life, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to fall in love with that life.
The money, the cars, women, all that shit. And White Boy Rick dates black women. Yeah, he live in the black. He's grew up around black people his whole life. Crack house right across from his crib. Yeah. So he's living that black experience. It's a part of him. They probably let him say the N-word.
I bet you said the N-word, probably. Man. And it's crazy. They stayed there because, like they're saying in the documentary, like white people was just moving out the city in herds. You know what I mean?
That's what generally happens. Like when ghettos were created back in the day, like people think about how ghettos were created in Chicago, for instance. What you do is you take all of the people in the city areas and the urban areas. That's when people wanted to live in the urban areas back then.
Yeah,
they didn't want black people in their cities. So what they would try to do is push them out. And then push them out to either suburb areas, or when they kind of when eventually it flipped again, they would push them into urban areas. And then those people, the white people in those communities, eventually moves out, and they take their businesses with them. And then when you have laws, and then you also have discrimination, you say that these individuals, you start to not allow these individuals to get jobs in the city.
Yeah.
You then create a scenario where individuals have to commit crimes. And then now you have a ghetto where it's just impoverished. You have murders going on, all this other stuff. So that's kind of where White Boy Rick was living.
Yes.
He didn't live with his mom. He lived with his pops.
Yeah.
Pops was a little bit off, but hey, that's what it's about. So White Boy Rick keeps doing this thing. Eventually, they talk about, it's crazy. When the mayor was like protecting his niece.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that story.
She had like a security detail. And goddamn, her husband is goddamn the biggest drug dealer in Detroit at the time.
Yeah.
So what? Curry, he been getting goddamn information from the head of the security detail.
Yeah.
And so he had it good, man.
Yeah, so he had it good. They was protecting, so if they was protecting her, they was protecting him too. He said one day I had coke in the back seat. They stopped me. He was like, "Hey, how you doing today?" You know what I mean? They saw it in the back seat. They let me go. And so he was not only getting help by the mayor of the city, he was getting help by the head of homicide.
Yes.
Gil, man, like the boy Gil. If people don't remember Gil, Gil was if y'all remember Beverly Hills Cop, the movie, Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
The Detroit, his supervisor, who's cursing all the time and yelling at Eddie, is Gil. And Gil was actually a real cop. He was head of homicide. At the time, he was like probably the biggest celebrity in the joint, you know what I mean, in Detroit.
True.
And he had power. And the Currys were also getting information from him. So Gil Hill was doing his thing too.
Yeah, he definitely was.
And he was committing crimes himself, planting evidence.
That's so crazy. They were so dirty, man.
Corrupt
from the top to the bottom.
Cops, man, like it's just crazy how these things happen, bro. Like, it's just the judicial system is so corrupt and people don't understand it. So the Curry brothers eventually get hemmed up. One big thing that happened during the time is they were investigating the Curry brothers. They had a bad deal go wrong where they were supposed to go to the fight. If y'all don't remember, back in the day, this was like the height of boxing. Like 80s was it was on. And so you had Hitman Hearns against Marvelous Mervyn Hagler, rest in peace. He just died this year. And so that fight was a huge fight. I remember when I was a kid, that shit was like huge, and I was really too young to understand it, but I remember that the shit was huge. So they were supposed to go to the fight free. White boy Rick got tickets and shit and $1,500 because the FBI gave it to him. But the Curry brothers, who are the richest motherfuckers ever, not the richest ever, but I'm over exaggerating on it, but rich as fuck, didn't get their shit set up. The dude who's supposed to set it up for him, they mad at this nigga. They trying to go back on him. Eventually, Curry said, "Don't do nothing to him." You know what I mean? Chill out. I told him not to go over there. Yeah. His peoples go over there, fire up, drive-by shooting on a crib, end up killing a young kid.
Damn. Hard-headed niggas, man.
Hard-headed, man. Curry, he didn't really want that drama. You know what I mean? He ain't want none of that drama.
Yeah, because heat was already on him. So that was just going to put more heat on him because his phone was already tapped.
Exactly. So, Gil Young, this is all leading up to how White Boy Rick eventually gets caught. Gil Hill actually hides the fact that this kid gets killed. They accuse someone else that they...
Just somebody random, bro. Oh, that pissed me off so bad.
Yeah, man. Like, it was just crazy, bro. Like, why would you do that to this individual, man? It just didn't make any sense to me.
They don't have no problem ruining somebody's life like that.
They don't ever have that problem. No. So, eventually, everyone figures out that this individual didn't actually do it. Blah 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 blah. We end up with a scenario where everything goes to shit, and eventually Curry goes to jail. While Curry's in jail, White Boy Rick is smashing his chick.
Hell yeah. White Boy Rick is smashing the niece of the mayor. Wow.
Bruh. I mean, and that's what ended up happening. So eventually they were serving some people. The niece of the mayor was getting information about everything at the time. She can get you any information. So they ended up going to her house, warrants and everything, boom, going in the joint, and White Boy Rick is in bed with her. When they go.
Why you spending the night, nigga?
Oh my gosh, shit. What is going on?
Nigga brought him a spend the night bag over there.
And Curry was like, "Look, man, I wasn't even worried about it, man. Like, she was getting high at the time. Look, and that's what she was chasing the coke. But it wasn't like White Boy Rick really had coke like that. Let's talk about that. So White Boy Rick eventually gets caught up in a case. Now these news outlets, calling this motherfucker a kingpin.
I know, right? And he asked everybody, people be like, a kingpin? That motherfucker ain't no kingpin.
He was nowhere near kingpin.
Hey, Curry be mad about that. Shit, kingpin, shit. He ain't nothing like me.
He could never touch me, is what he said. He could never touch me. And That makes sense. Like, look, I don't see. I mean, I think maybe Max he had maybe like 8. He maybe Max did 8 keys. This dude's doing 100s, 30s, 60s, kilos of cocaine. Like, White Boy Rick ain't shit, but the narrative, you got this 17-year-old white kid doing deals with these black crime families was just big news for them. And the average kid out there who was in the drug game, starting at 12, it wasn't like it was uncommon for a motherfucker to be 17 and selling a lot of coke. Some of the biggest drug dealers in New York were like 16, 17, like it's in the 80s when crack came up. So like that shit was nothing. And but he wasn't a kingpin, and they made him a kingpin, and that hurt him in court. G.
Oh yeah, that hurt him bad.
Yeah.
Oh, then what also hurt him was when he got them fired his lawyer.
Oh yeah.
Hired the
two black dudes. They was basically Coleman Young lackeys and Gil Hill lackeys. Like he fucked up.
You could tell he was young and dumb then, boy.
Young and dumb. Got convicted, and he got convicted to life. 17 years old. No parole. No parole. No like thought about his age. There was no like, hey, this is a young man. He did something dumb.
The fix was in, man.
Let's give him a chance. But some of us in our community may say, how does it feel? How does it feel to get life for a non-violent crime? How does it feel to have corrupt cops go against you? I mean, we've been dealing with this for years.
True.
Years. We
still going through it now.
Exactly. We told you so. And so some people may look at White Boy Rick like, nigga, so?
Yeah.
So? But, you know, you got to look, if you look at it for what it is, look, if, you know, this is, you know, doing these things help justify doing them to us even more. So you want this individual to get justice because it's supposed to mean justice for all. It probably won't mean it, but
it won't mean shit to all.
Yeah, so
I mean, he white, and
if
he got a lot of white people fighting for him. You know.
Yeah. I mean, although the shoe was on the other foot here, Gil Hill was keeping him in prison.
Yeah. But they corrupt ass niggas.
But what I'm saying is like, it's interesting when the roles are flipped, and you begin to really understand how this whole thing works. When you weren't this color, you really not everybody was understanding what the fuck was going on.
True.
White Boy Rick really got it put on him because it was a black man in control of a lot of the of politics and the justice system that was going on, and Gil Hill had a huge amount of influence. So every time White Boy Rick was going up for parole, denied. And it was dudes, Curry, who got out of jail before White Boy Rick. Curry was like, he should have did like 7 years maybe.
Shit, I know.
He's like, I did a lot worse stuff than him.
Well, Curry did what, 12 years?
He did like 12 years, something like that. And there's what was old dude name?
You talking about Nate?
Yeah, Nate. He's a murderer. 31 kills to his name.
30 plus kills?
Got out of jail before White Boy Rick.
He did 17 years.
He did 17 years.
For about 30 murders.
That nigga was crazy. There was some hits out on White Boy Rick. White Boy Rick got shot at one point.
Yeah.
And then at one point Nate was trying to kill him. And
damn gun jam.
Oh, gun jam. But like Nate he was crazy because he got blasted with a shotgun.
I was like, God damn, nigga.
He looked like some fucking if y'all saw this man, you would be like, what the fuck happened to him?
That nigga got shot by a million times.
He got shot a ton of times, G.
That's crazy.
And so in the end, White Boy Rick stayed in jail. And at least and eventually there were some people that tried to get him out. was saying, hey, he was young. There should be no crime or the conviction that doesn't take into account a person's age.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, white boy Rick, that didn't work out for you. And he stayed in jail because there was an individual who was loyal to Gil Hill, keeping him in jail.
I know, right? That's crazy.
Yo, it's just
you can, from there you see how it runs. You know what I mean? Shit, you pat my back, I pat yours.
Your back. Look, that's how it go. Politics, that's how it goes. It's the same thing. The same exact thing. So Gil Hill eventually dies. The young lady who was holding back.
Oh, that nigga can't do nothing for me no more.
Can't do nothing for me no more. So she's like, you know what? I'm not gonna keep like white boy Rick from getting.
And what caused her to come out and say that was because they released that tape that they recorded Nate from the documentary.
Yeah, they did.
So she had to come out like, you know what? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I think also like and then in the end, like I think people were questioning like, should white boy Rick still be in jail? She was like, I think when she just eventually was like, he can do whatever. But he still has to go for the parole board. He gets parole. His family is happy. He hasn't seen his kids before outside. He's seen them before, but outside of jail, he hasn't seen them outside of jail.
I don't know.
He has a black girl, like all his kids half black, half white. His family is ecstatic. But what's funny about this, G?
That bitch gotta go back.
Back to prison in Florida for like a car theft or some shit like that.
Some car ring or some shit.
Some shit like that.
And the people in Detroit called the people in Florida to tell me, give him the max. that nigga Gil so fucked up.
Oh man. So he has to serve out that sentence as well. So you get parole in Detroit, but then gotta serve out your sentence in Florida. White boy Rick, long neck white boy Rick, man. This kid we see right here, G, we talked about it earlier. We wouldn't have trusted him.
He definitely, his head is definitely, and head and neck is definitely built like Larry Bird, bro. He
is built like Larry Bird. He is built like the perfectly built white boy. He looks like the best Ivy League individual we've ever seen. But he was a coke dealer. Yeah. Gee, what did you think of this documentary? How would you rate it?
Man, I thought it was pretty good. You know what I mean? So I give it probably about scale of 5? I'll give it about 3.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4, especially if you haven't seen the movie yet. Yeah, it's a really good documentary. To kind of learn about what went on in Detroit at the time of the crack era. Some people don't know. Some people don't know how early crack was in Detroit at the time, and how it's affected Detroit to this day, and how it affected Atlanta, because the Cats BMF came from Detroit. And people don't know that either. BMF crew started from Detroit, out of the Detroit crew. Boom, landed in Atlanta. That created a severe crack situation in Atlanta. It then eventually made us the murder capital of the world for a year. So yeah, man, I enjoyed it. I will almost give it a certified dope, but not quite a certified dope. Yeah, I'll give it some like nice, loud, like dope. You know what I mean? That kind of high.
I feel.
I ain't giving it no heroin like crack hit high, but it'll get a nice loud. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm good with that, man. G, look, boy. Hey, y'all, follow us everywhere at We Love Trap. Baby, like, subscribe to the channel if you're really a fan of crime dramas, things like Snowfall, Power, Breaking Bad, this documentary about white boy Rick. This is the place you should be. So subscribe, comment. If you're from Detroit or you know about kind of the crack era stuff, comment about some things you would like to hear, additional information you may have, put it in the comments. And G, what should they do next week, boy?
Next week, y'all gotta come back and fuck with us.
Ooh, let's do it, boy. Peace. They calling me.